Surprises.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Surprises. We're back on the air. Surprise. Martin wasn't ready for that one, but I got him because you are tuned in to the Lion's Den, the official source for UCCS sports, and for surprises because we just jump right back on the air whenever. And Martin, before we jump to that break, you were getting to a very intricate question that we wanted to ask these ladies about the development of the team.
Yeah, and how well they're doing.
Well, yeah.
But who's kind of stood out to you so far this season?
Well, because this is a pretty young team, I would think, because there's only one senior on the entire team. The rest of you are mostly freshmen and sophomore.
Yeah.
You know, a couple juniors, but pretty young team. So who's a new addition to the team that's really kind of taken off? Or who's really come into their zone this semester or this season?
I think, we're definitely a young team, but we were, from day one, I think everyone was pretty impressed with Gabby.
Ramirez?
Yeah, I don't know how to say it. Ramirez, I don't know. Yeah, she's from day one has been like really. I'm just super impressed with her being able to push the ball up the court and she's a true point guard in terms of being able to see the floor, pass the ball. You know, I just think she's going to be awesome for us for the next 4 years, and she'll be able to do a lot of damage within the RMAC.
I definitely agree with you because last season you had the Brown sisters on the team, and they did a good job. They were true scorers, but as far as a pure point guard, I'm not so sure that the team had one last year.
Yeah.
And I think the presence of Gabby Ramirez really establishes everything on the offensive end because she is that true point guard. And just one of her first few conference games, she was 1 assist shy of tying the all-time school record. And, I mean, for a young freshman, that's saying a lot because she still has 4 full years here at UCCS.
Yeah.
So I think that is really exciting. How do you feel about the team overall? Because we talked about it's a young team. You have just one senior on the team, Lauren Wolfinger. And I think she's done a really good job, Lauren has, of taking over that leadership role, but not a lot of experience on the team. So can you talk a little bit about that youth and how you stand now and how you see yourself in the future?
Well, I think we just have really good chemistry throughout the team. We all really get along together, and I don't know, I just think that Wolf, as like the only senior, she definitely knows what she's talking about, so everyone just listens to her. So, I mean, I don't really know, but I think we just have really good chemistry.
Martin here has done many studies here in the graduate program of UCCS about cohesion on teams. Martin, would you like to talk about what Abby just talked about with that chemistry? How important is that chemistry to a team?
Yeah, I've been studying women's softball and how well they get along, and if that affects how well they play, and then how much they communicate on the field, and if that affects it as well, like, for instance, gestures. And actually, he brought up something very interesting. I was going to ask you, a while back, a few weeks ago, I had did some interviews after the senior night, the senior night for the volleyball team, and it came out that some of the girls said that they have like rituals before the games or during practice where they did songs. They got up there and sang dances and songs or whatever. So, do you guys have any like pregame rituals or anything that you guys do?
Well, yeah. At the end of each game, every game we win, we'll do like a song initiated by our senior Lauren Wolfinger, and
I'm not surprised by that.
Yeah, and well, I mean, we do a huddle at the beginning of the game where we kind of do a song, but then this is just more of like a celebration of the game if we win. In the locker room, we just yell and scream and sing for a little bit.
What do you sing?
Yeah,
what's the song?
Yeah,
is there a song of choice?
Why don't you two give us a little preview or a little example of what you guys do?
Okay, well, before the game we go, hey ladies, hey what? Hey ladies, hey what? What are we going to do? And it's win. And then after the game, it's what did we just do?
Win!
Yeah. So
I get it.
Yeah, so it's the same song.
Yeah, and then at the end, everyone just goes, just around, yeah.
So I have a feeling you're going to be singing that song a lot this semester.
Hope so.
This season's looking good.
Yeah.
I like the way the team's looking. I've been watching the team for a few years, and I think head coach Corey Laster has done a great job of recruiting you talented players right here in front of me and the rest of the talented team that we have. A couple of key injuries on the team, Sammy Gentile, Lauren Neer, likely not going to play this season. But in spite of that, the team's looking really good, really solid. You're outscoring your opponents by double figures, which is fantastic. Abby, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but you were the RMAC Defensive Player of the Week last week.
Good job.
Did you know that?
Yeah, I did.
You didn't know that?
And I think she was our shining lion.
And
wasn't?
yes, even more importantly,
more
did you
importantly.
know you were the shining lion here on the Lions Den? Did you know that?
That's a little
See,
award we give it.
you're
That's why
winning-
you should listen.
That's right. You're winning all these awards. You don't even know about
Oh
it.
my gosh.
Yeah,
Crazy.
you were last week's Shining Lion. What we do here on the Lions Den is we pick one athlete every week who stands out above the crowd, either in the classroom, outside of the classroom, on the court, outside of the court, and you were the RMAC Defensive Player of the Week. So I think that clearly was grounds for being the Shining Lion.
And I know that
Yeah.
we usually don't do this, but I thought what would be interesting is we can announce our shining lion right now, and every time we do it, MJ and I usually say
Shining Lion. Yeah,
so
it's a thing
I
we do.
thought we could ask you guys to do that, to say
Shining Lion.
yeah, and
That's
then
what he wants.
we'll name who it is.
Okay.
Can you do
All
that for
right.
us?
Yeah.
So this week's
Ready?
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum.
Shining Lion.
Yeah.
is
Lauren Wolfinger.
Yeah.
Do you ladies agree with that?
Oh, yeah,
Do you
I was
agree with
gonna
that
say-
selection?
I was gonna say.
Yeah, the lone
Definitely.
senior on the team, the lone wolf, Lauren
lone wolf.
Wolfinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lauren Wolfinger had a great game over this past weekend. She had game highs scoring in both games, which I'm sure you were a little upset about that because normally that's your job, Abby. But sometimes you got to share the wealth, you know.
Oh,
let Lauren have some shots. She played great this
yeah.
weekend. I mean, the team played well overall, but she had 16 points the first night against Metro and over 20. Martin, you got the stats there. 20,
Yeah.
22 points.
22
Yeah.
points, 3 for 4 from 3.
From downtown.
Yeah, 9 for 13. 3 rebounds, 3 assists,
She did it all.
2 steals.
She did a
Is there
little
a
bit of
stat
everything.
that she wasn't involved in? It seemed like
She had one of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
including
And
the
she-
win, the one that matters the most.
Was she talking trash that night? Because I can imagine her, kind of, shaking the shoulders and, dusting them off and little Jersey pop or whatever the kids do these days. I don't know what they
Whatever
do.
the kids do,
Yeah.
who knows?
Well, but I can imagine her doing that.
Oh,
was
yeah.
she like getting in front of the opposing bench going, come on, you can't touch me?
She
I don't think so.
Yeah,
but,
she's-
but
she's
she
a-
could have.
She
could
Easily
have.
could have.
She had every right to.
Oh, yeah.
You know, in that game against Regis that the Mountain Lions won, pretty mightily, I might add, by double digits, Wolfinger also cracked the top 10 for most three-point
Oh, yeah.
shots made in UCCS history.
Well, yeah, she just hit 100, didn't she?
Yeah, well, now she has 104 because she made 4 over the
And
weekend.
isn't that the record or something?
Well, the record is a little higher than that, but
Oh,
she
okay.
is 10th all time. She
Yeah.
needs
Ooh.
2 more, and she's going to be 8th. So that's pretty
wow.
good.
Yeah. Oh, she'll definitely get
So is that the game
Yeah.
plan next weekend? Just feed her the rock and let her drain them from. Are you going to try to share that bus pass with her from downtown?
Oh, yeah, I already gave it to her.
Oh, well, yeah, because she's been nailing them all career. She's been doing a good job. So she is our shining lion of the week. I hope you ladies do agree with
We'll
that.
let her
And
know.
Definitely.
you don't know?
We'll let her know.
Oh, you'll let her know. I thought you said I don't know, like you were
I
questioning
don't
that call. I think we should debate this a little bit.
Well, Coach mentioned that she does love shooting the 3.
And
So.
she's making them this season.
Making them.
Making them
Yeah,
go in.
that's
3 or
important.
4
I think,
last weekend.
yeah, if someone's doing well like that, I guess it's like, okay, let's keep giving it to them, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, cool. So I was going to ask, and I know we were talking, and this is off the subject, but before we run out of time, the holidays are coming up. There's family. So what are you guys planning to do for the holidays? And Hannah, you were mentioning you had some visitors or
I
a little
do.
shout out that you wanted to give.
Yeah, I do. I have my whole family here.
From Australia?
From Australia.
What are their
Wow.
names?
Yeah. Well, the ones that are in Colorado Springs at the moment, my parents, Sue and Bill, my sister Libby and her husband Andrew, and my brother John. But my other sister Sally and her boyfriend Ryan are coming on Wednesday. So I'm going to have you guys are going to get invaded by Australians pretty soon.
All
So-
right. The Aussie invasion has begun?
Yeah. and
Are they
I'm-
going to invade the Gallagly Event Center on Tuesday for the
They-
night against Menlo College?
Yeah, and you guys can't miss them because they're going to be very well dressed, maybe with some signs. My brother's going to be making a scene, he told me. He's going to be trying to embarrass me.
All right.
But yeah, no, it's awesome having them here, and I want to give them a shout out because they're awesome and I love them lots.
That's fantastic.
And they're going to all be wearing UCCS gear?
Yeah.
I got to tell you, I'm sure the bookstore will be very happy.
They already have their shirts all set out. The UCCS mum, dad, brother, sister. So yeah, they're going to be looking nice and suave.
So hopefully they're going to make up a big cheering section for you, right? Because we're hoping to get all of our listening Lions out there. It's a Tuesday night during break.
Yeah.
We're hoping for a good turnout, but there's a good chance all the fans are going to be wearing Hannah Knight shirts, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. And my brother said he might even make a cutout of my face and have it on his sign. So I don't know. Yeah, it'll be fun. But yeah, hopefully they need some help with the cheering because there's going to be about 8 of them.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Wow, that's great. Oh, isn't it summertime in Australia?
Yeah.
So you didn't want to go to summertime?
I haven't had a summer in about 2 years because every time I go home for summer break, it's winter in Australia. So I would die for a summer. But yeah, I mean, it's all good. I wouldn't have time to go home because we're in season and no, it's nice. I like the snow.
So
nice.
what are they going to do? What are you guys going to do when your family's here?
They're coming to the Las Vegas, the almighty Las
They're
Vegas.
going to Las
trip.
Vegas.
Las Vegas, all right.
New Mexico.
Sure, excited.
Yeah, so they're making that trip, and then we're going to my sister and her husband and me and my boyfriend are doing the incline on Wednesday, which will be fun. And then we're going to Breckenridge for the week.
Oh, lovely.
Nice.
Yeah, so it'll be fun.
And Abby, what do you have planned?
I am going to Chicago.
Chicago.
On the Wednesday after our game. Right away.
The Windy City for Christmas, huh?
Yeah.
And what do you do in Chicago when you're there visiting?
I go downtown and I go shopping.
Downtown, your favorite place?
Yeah, it's so pretty. And
I told you you're always hanging out downtown. That's why you got the bus pass. That's why you drain threes, because you love downtown.
It took her a while to have that register. She was like, downtown? Yes, I think I like downtown.
Yeah, but I'll be down there. And then my sister is dating Jake Darby on the boys basketball team because she came here last year. So she'll actually be in Kansas with him. So she's kind of, ditching the family.
Oh,
but
that'll be fun, though.
Yeah, but it'll be me and my little sister and my older sister and her husband and then my mom and my dad. And then my brother and his family is in Georgia. So it'll be like a littler Christmas than usual. But it'll still be really fun.
Sounds great.
Now, you mentioned the men's team. We haven't really talked about the men's team too much today, but any advice for our men's team? They're young. They're learning. They got a good
I make
coach.
this claim. I think it's a bold claim, but I say the men's team is the best winless team in all of D2. They are a good team, and they're losing some tough matches.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the guys' team?
They've had a couple heartbreakers, and I feel for them because they play really hard.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, and I don't know. Abby, I don't know.
I don't really know either. I feel like they should be winning, and they have plenty of good players.
Yep.
But
And what about the new coach there? He's doing a pretty good job too, huh?
I really like him. He seems really nice, and what I like is when as soon as the boys start getting above the game or start arguing with the refs or doing like unsportsman things, he pulls them back into line, and I think that's really important for a lot of the boys on the team just to play basketball and not get too caught up in like the show of it all. And I think that he does a really good job at that. I think he's doing a good job with them for sure.
Yeah, it hasn't really shown up. I just feel like the coaching style, the way he's teaching them fundamentals, all these things have to start gelling together. It's going to take a while. I don't think it fully represents how good the players are or how good the coach is. And I feel like once they get on that winning streak, you're gonna see something really special.
I agree. They have that saying that you are what your record says you are. Mm-hmm. I don't think they are what their record says they are because they've lost a few really close games.
Yeah.
But do you ever challenge them to some scrimmages?
Yeah, I mean, I think you guys might be able to take them, huh?
They think they're too good for us.
Oh.
They don't even.
So,
do you guys point to the scoreboard and go, yeah?
So do you ever offer the challenge and they respectfully decline?
Well, no, because we decide they already will decline.
Oh,
Unless it's like a 3-point contest, which me and Darius were a part of.
Oh, is that right?
Abby,
this year.
Did you beat him?
I did.
You did? You beat Darius?
Yes, I did.
I love Darius. I just gotta say that. Darius works with me over at the comm center. Darius is a good guy, but evidently your bus pass is a little more effective.
Yeah.
You've punched that card a few more times than he has, but we had them on the show. We've had them. I think we're going to have them on the show because let me tell you, when people come onto the Lion's Den,
Yeah,
you get
something
the-
happens.
Yeah,
Something
you get
happens.
the bump.
The bump.
You know
ever
what the
heard of
bump
this?
is?
You're going to feel the bump
Yeah.
this weekend
Means-
in New Mexico.
That's right. It means good karma. You
That's
guys
right.
are gonna.
Okay.
When you come on the Lions
Yeah.
Den, you get the Lions Den bump, which means that you will excel on the court.
All right.
Yeah.
Or on the
You
field,
two
or on the
might
track.
be the leading scorers in your blowout wins. I'm
Hannah,
sure
get
Coach
ready
would be
for your
very
first
happy.
50-point game
Yeah.
this weekend as a result
Exactly.
of the bump. It's coming your way. And Abby, you just keep jacking those threes because you're in the top 5 for 3-point percent in the RMAC. Did you know that?
Nice.
I didn't.
Did-
That's awesome.
You don't even know all these accolades. You're the Shining Lion. You're, all these accolades. You don't even know. I guess that's what happens when you're
So
that good.
we definitely need to get the men's team back on here. Their bump hasn't happened yet because we've had both the coach and
But
some
they've been
players.
playing good.
They have. I think we just need to get them back on here.
Oh,
But maybe even we can invite them in, like maybe Darius and maybe you, Abby, and then have you guys
A
like
3-point shootout right here in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
studio.
We'll play a little game and see who wins on that end.
All right, I'm down.
All right.
And if they're not going to play you on the court, we'll get them to play you here on the Lions Den.
Deal.
That's
Yeah,
right.
We do play
That's right.
games. We have all kinds of things. We have Jeopardin, where we
Oh, we got a
have
lot of
like
fun
a little
stuff.
Jeopardy.
They just haven't stocked our closet full of prizes
Yeah,
yet, so we
usually
couldn't do anything today.
and unfortunately, you girls, I'm sorry, we don't have shirts to give away.
But we will have stuff soon, and we're going to
Yes.
bring you back on later in the
yeah,
season.
wouldn't you like to come on and get some free swag?
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
College students, who doesn't want
That's
free
right.
swag?
Wear it around campus because we have had reports
Of sightings.
Yeah,
Oh,
people
sightings.
Yeah.
wearing the UCCS radio shirts
That's right.
out there.
I'd
so
definitely wear it. I would wear that.
As soon as we
Sure.
restock, you ladies are on the top of our list. I just
Awesome.
want you to know
Great.
that for stopping by. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and get you out of here because I know you probably have a lot of stuff to do. You got to practice. You got to hit up the library and go meet Coach Laster and
Oh, yeah.
prepare for the beatdown that's going to be happening in New Mexico this weekend. So we want to thank you ladies for stopping by, taking time out of your busy schedule to come join us on the Lions Den. So thank you very much. And
Thank you for having us.
absolutely, and we do issue you that invitation to come back sometime in the semester during the end of the season because season has just begun. You got all next year still.
Yeah.
The turn of the next year in January and early February. So we'd like to bring you back on, come have some games, play some stuff. So if you'd like to do that, we'd love to have you on. So on that note, though, we're going to get you out of here. But before you go, can you let the millions and millions of listening Lions out there know who you are and who they're listening to?
Well, I'm Abby Kirchhoff,
And I'm Hannah Knight of the
UCCS
UCCS women's basketball team,
and you're tuned into the Lions Den.
the official source of UCCS sports.
Thank you, ladies. We'll be back in just a few moments here on the Lions Den.
Thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are still tuned in to the Lions Den, the official source for UCCS Sports. And we have got to thank Hannah Knight and Abby Kirchhoff for stopping by here on the Lions Den. You know, they took a lot of time to come talk with us today,
They're
Martin.
fun. I love talking with our guests.
Absolutely.
I mean, we get carried away because there's so much we want to talk about. Not just on the court or on the field. I mean, we want to, you know, I think that's the extra thing that we do here is that, you know, our listeners not only get to hear about, you know, strategy and what the team is up to, but they get to find out a little bit about their personal lives.
Inside information to the players, because these players are real people.
Yeah.
And
they're interesting.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear, you know.
Well, they're from Australia and Illinois.
And plus we'd like to play games with them and do all kinds of fun stuff.
We got to bring them back on when we get restocked with some great merchandise here on the Lions Den. And we got to play some games. We got to play some Jeopardin, because those girls were a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I could even see, like, you know, getting cross teams, like getting some of the players from the men's team.
Oh, we got to do it. I don't know if Darius would want to partake here on the show again after we kind of mildly got him in trouble last time. We'll be a little more cautious. But if Darius wants to come back on the show, then we'll get Darius and Abby in here, and we'll have a 3-point shootout right here in the studio.
Yeah. Well, we could do. I mean, we could set up a little basket and have some, you know, like those little Nerf ball things, and we could have a little competition in the studio to see who does it. Of course, people might have a hard time visualizing that, but still.
That's true, Martin.
But we didn't really get too much time to talk about the men's team.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, because we had so much fun there with our guests, and we we alluded to the men's team a little bit, but I still stand by this statement. I think they are one of the, if not the best, winless teams in all D2. They have been playing some fierce competition, and you just have the feeling that they're on the cusp of something really good. And if they can just get over the hump and start pulling out some of these wins, I think they could be a force to be reckoned with here in a few seasons.
Yes.
I mean, they got to win one. My theory, and I was talking to my boss yesterday about this, the sports information director here at UCCS, Jared Werner, and Jared and I were talking about the men's basketball team, and I said, I think they just need one key victory against a tough opponent, one marquee win, and that's going to give them the confidence that they need to be able to pull out some of these close matchups. Because they've been they played Metro State last week, who's the top team in all the land. They're undefeated. They have yet to lose all season. And the Mountain Lions were only outscored in the first half by 4 points. Which, I mean, you talk about moral victories. I mean, obviously you want to win the game, but that's a moral victory that you stood toe-to-toe with the top team in all the land. The second team, Metro, showed a little bit more of their experience and kind of took off, but that first half, the Mountain Lions played great. And if the UCCS men's basketball team can play two halves as good as each other, they're going to be good. But it seems like they always play one half a little bit better than the other. And if they can play all 40 minutes, watch out. Because I think that they got a lot of skills, Martin. They got a lot of talent on their team. You know, they're doing a great job. I mean, Derek White, the leading scorer as a freshman. Jordan Carter had a great game over the weekend, leading the Mountain Lions and scoring both games. Darius Partner he's one of the most gifted players to ever come to UCCS. As far as I'm concerned, he's a top-tier player. And if head coach Jeff Culver can start getting the team to gel and, you know, start developing what they're learning, because you mentioned this earlier, Martin, that there's a lot of learning going on. Mm-hmm. And before you can start implementing these strategies, you got to learn the strategies. Once they learn these techniques by head coach Jeff Culver and they start implementing them on the court, I'm saying, watch out.
And that's why we need to get the coach back in here, and hopefully, he'll start getting the Lions Den bump, and the team will get on a roll. Because I really think they're not too far away.
No, I definitely agree. I mean, I think they're really on the verge of starting to turn the program around. And as young as the team is, I mean, that's exciting because there's a lot of good basketball to be played in their eligibility that all the players still have left.
Yeah, so we'll definitely have the coach and players on and from the men's basketball team. And we'll mix it up. It's, of course, Darius is always fun, but we'll try and get other players in here. and we'll always have the inside information on the teams.
Well, that's what we do, Martin. But this weekend, we just want to touch real quick on the fact, before we get out of here, the men are going down to New Mexico as well. It's one big road trip down to New Mexico. They're going to play the New Mexico Highlands on Friday night, followed by Western New Mexico on Saturday night. And those are two games that the Mountain Lions could come away with wins in. I mean, they're not the easiest of opponents, but they're not undefeated like Metro was. So the Mountain Lions could easily go down there, get a split, take two, and turn things around. You know, they're 0-4 in the conference, but the conference season just started.
Yeah, it's still early in the season.
Yeah, there's plenty of time to turn things back around, but it's going to start this weekend in New Mexico. So we wish the men the best of luck, as we do with Hannah Knight and Abby Kirchhoff and all the other ladies on the team. And congratulations one more time to our Shining Lion, Lauren Wolfinger, playing lights out. And I really feel, Martin, if Lauren Wolfinger can start draining shots like she did this weekend, this Mountain Lion team is going to be awfully tough to deal with in the regular season and in the postseason. She's the lone senior on the team. If she can drain shots like that, and Abby Kirchhoff starts taking off, Hannah Knight starts getting inside in the post play, and all the other players surrounding do what they can do, this girl team, that's a force.
Yeah.
That's exciting. And the men's team, a lot of skills on that team, Martin. If they can start turning things around, this basketball season could be a lot of fun.
I can't wait for it.
It's already a lot of fun. So, Martin, before we finish the show, what do we do?
Yes, it's what to watch for.
I love when he does that thing, just like ESPN here at the Lions Den. What to watch for? Well, this weekend we've been talking about it all show long. New Mexico. That's the exotic trip that the teams get to go on. They're going to New Mexico. They're going to play New Mexico Highlands on Friday night, followed by Western New Mexico on Saturday night. Mountain Lions with a good opportunity to come away with some solid conference wins. And then next Tuesday, we will preview this during the show, but the Lady Lions are going to be in action next Tuesday night at 7 p.m. here at the Gallagly Event Center at UCCS as they take on Menlo College, and what should be a good game for the ladies.
Yeah, I think that'll be fun, and you can come out and see all Hannah's family as well.
That's right. They're going to be out supporting Hannah and all the rest of the team, and I'll look forward to spotting them up. And, Martin, maybe here on the Lions Den, we can try to get some exclusive interviews with some fans, some coaches, and some players during that game.
Yes, that would be great.
Absolutely, it'd be great. And one more thing to let you all know before we leave, because our show's going to come to an end for the Christmas break after next week.
That's
but
right.
We have a game on January 5th where UCCS is going to take on the rival in CSU Pueblo. That's going to be downtown at the City Auditorium. So we'll let you know all about that next week, but stay tuned for that here on the Lions Den. Until next time, this is MJ Arjamandi alongside Martin the Ho 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 Hines saying, Go Mountain Lions!